desolation, and an astonishment, and a curse without an inhabitant, as it is this day. Because ye have burned incense, and because ye have sinned against the Lord, and have not obeyed the voice of the Lord, nor walked in his law, nor in his statutes, nor in his testimonies. Therefore this evil has happened to you this day. Hey, because in no way in the law does it say to burn no incense to other gods and pour out drink offerings and bake cakes to the Queen of Heaven.
Right.
So the Israelites was going off. And now they had to be rebuked. We always got a smart mouth, talking crazy. But God is not playing. Grace and mercy ran out on them. So what I'm saying, they were still doing what they wanted to do, living good, going to work every day, making money. It's all sweet until the judgment comes. Once that grace and mercy run out, now God gonna punish. They said, man, we stopped baking cakes to the Queen of Heaven. We stopped pouring out drink off. We stopped burning incense to other gods. But it was too late. The judgment's already on them now. See what I'm saying?
Right. Elder, give me the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. That was mighty, Elder. Definitely said that mighty. So, like you said, we're not supposed to sit there and do that because most I got. Because remember, we're gonna get. Because the main point is why we out here. That's what I really need to get you. I need you to hear this right quick though.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head of every man is Christ.
And the head,
Yahushua, the Son of God.
And the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is who?
The man. And the head of Christ is God.
And the head of Christ is the Most High Father. So right there, I brought that up because you was bringing out today how important it is to sit there to recognize the better half. We understand because we teach this that we supposed to sit there, that a husband and wife is supposed to sit there, submit themselves one to another. You're not supposed to rule over your household like a warring lion. That's an apocryphal. But the man is the one that sit there that gives the order. The man is the one who sit there making sure that the family set the plans and the rules for the household to live by. Now you sit there and leave it up to a woman, man. You know, if you're not the right example, your whole house can sit there. Because most I said, a wise woman will build a home, but a wicked woman will destroy it with her bare hands. But you got to make sure that you sit there being righteous. And there's situations where the woman is more righteous than the man too. You can be it is a just balance. So give me the book of Proverbs chapter 11 and verse number 4, I believe. It's right in front of me. No, it's 11 and 1.
Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 1. A false balance is abomination to the Lord.
The most God is not like an unequal balance. He like everything to sit there be equal out even, you know.
But a just weight is his delight.
Right. So the most High, so to a certain extent we agree that there has to be a balance to things. But the way the Most High has that balance set up in a particular order. And it starts with, like I said, with the man in the household being righteous, doing what the Most High Father said do. I'm going to get you one more as far as dealing with that, and then we're going to get to the main point of why I pulled you over here. And this was the main thing that's important. Give me the book of 1 Kings chapter 2.
This is 1 Kings chapter 2 verse 1. Now the days of David drew nigh that he should die.
So the king, our righteous King David would sit there, he was pulling his last breath. You know, he was in his deathbed. He was about to talk to his son Solomon. He was going to sit there, take the throne after him. You know.
And he charged Solomon his son, saying, I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong therefore, and shew thyself a man.
And do what?
Shew thyself a man.
You know.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
And keep the charge of the so this is what this is how you show yourself to be a man. And do what?
Keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
Keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
To walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments, and his judgments and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest, and whithersoever thou turnest thyself.
Right. That's how you be a man. According to the word of God, you got to do everything that he say. Because when you do that, now I'm not going to sit there and say that the Most High is not going to put you through some situations, because you got to try your faith till you really with him. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, as long as you sit there and stay faithful, you read the Bible, right? Anybody that was righteous, has the Most High God ever turned his back on him? You never sit there and find that in his word. Those that is faithful and true to him, he never turned his back. And that's what David is telling his son. That's what he's telling us. If you want to sit there and show yourself a man, you want to sit there and you want your life to prosper for you, you got to do what the Most High God said. Now that's part of being a leader in your own household. Now, why are we out here? We out here to let our people know that we're the Israelites. How we know that we're the Israelites? Go to the book of go to the classic, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse number 15.
Yeah, the real Israelite. Not
Real.
the one overseas trying to start up shit.
Now we're gonna deal with that, cause that's in the Bible. The Bible talks about that.
Yeah, it do.
Yeah, the Bible said they tell us that they're the fake Jews, and they're gonna sit there, they're gonna serve at our feet. You want to bring it out there?
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass,
This is a prophecy.
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Uh-huh.
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day,
Read on.
that all these curses,
All these good things. Uh-huh.
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So according to the context, most of our guys sent Moses. You're familiar with Moses, right? Moses went to the Israelites and said what? Went to Pharaoh and said what? Let my people go. And in doing so, God used them to part the Red Sea. They had them escape out of Egypt because they were in servitude over there. They were slaves. And when they said they escaped out of Egypt, sat down and that's what he told them. He said, listen, most of God delivered you out of Egypt with his mighty hand. Now, with that being said and done, he gave us rules, regulations, and guidelines that we must live by. And if we do, in verses 1 through 14, we're going to be blessed above all the other nations on the face of this earth. We're going to be on high. But if we don't, he's going to put curses on us. Curses in simplest terms, ass whoopings. Let's see what some of these curses are. Let me 16 up.
Cursed shall you be in the city,
Uh-huh.
and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Regardless of wherever you go in the United States, man, who's cursed in the cities? Who's robbing, killing? Sit there on the sidewalks on curbs primarily. What nation of people on a broader scale is dealing with that?
That's for real.
Right.
Cursed shall that be in the field. Who's picking the cotton on sun up the sundown in the blistering heat when they bags in there? Even in modern terms, who's last hired, first fired? We are. You know, this didn't happen to the Chinese, the Japanese, the East Indians. Damn sure didn't happen to the white man. Give me another.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse number 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
You see 12 years a slave, roots. Our children, they just sit there chewing up out there working in the field with us. They even got a quota that they got to meet. You know what?
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people,
Uh-huh.
and thine eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
Those same little kids that's out there working in the field, when Christmas come around, they sit there, take our kids and give them to another plantation owner. What can we do about it?
Nothing.
If we try to do anything about it, what will happen to us?
Yeah, wherever you gone. Like,
Yeah, they will kill you.
take you out of here.
Yeah. See that? That didn't happen to everybody. That happened to us. It's even happening to us now when the CPS come knocking on our door when we discipline our children in public. They got the police with them. The police are already itching, got his hand on his dog going help. Ready for you to sit there and say, no, you can't take my child, they gun you down. They gun you down in front of your wife and kids and with no hesitation. Right? Give me verse 54 and 68. Let's get straight to it. 48 and 68. Get straight to it.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine
The
enemies,
Most High God said that we will have to serve our enemies,
which the Lord shall send against thee.
which he sent against us. Don't you put a pin on that. He said we will have to serve our enemies now. He didn't say our friends, he said our enemies. You know?
In hunger,
And hunger. You want to get something to eat from anywhere around here. Chicho's, Bonchon. We don't own any of these places. Sit there, Harris Cheetah. Sit there, Walmart. Wherever you want to get something to eat from, we don't own it. There's a so-called white man sitting there, sitting in that office.
Yeah, poison the people.
Yeah, he the one. His last name was on the check when you get your check handed to you, right? So wherever you're gonna eat from, you gotta sit there serve your enemies in hunger. You know,
and in thirst.
waterfalls, free land in the sky, but you gotta pay for it. Free resource. It's wicked. You know, you collect rainwater in the state of Virginia, man. I tell people all the time, you can charge the fine for it here in the state of Virginia. Collect rainwater and let the state find out. Hit, you know,
And in nakedness.
and in necklace. You put $7 trillion worth of cotton, but I can't come to you for no raw materials. I can't come to you to sit there and get cotton and to get a custom shirt, which I like that shirt right there. You know what I'm saying? Well, we can't go to our people for those things. You alright, sister?
Okay.
I'm fine. I just knew I was about to drop my phone.
Oh. You know what? You stopped over here for a reason. Come on over here and talk to your brothers right
Oh,
quick.
no, sir.
See that?
No, sir. Not that I don't believe in what you got going on. I'm good.
Almost busted yourself up.
See, don't want to hear God. God sit there and set things up for you. You know what I'm saying? He working in mysterious ways.
I knew it when once you said cause I ain't even gonna hold. When I already seen like the alien on the shirt, I was like, oh yeah, the UFO on the shirt. I was like, yeah, these brothers tapped in. And I was like, I ain't even trying to go over there right now, but you said something. I was like, oh yeah, it's that time. So I was
Yeah,
like, let me
man.
tap in. Come over here real quick. I
This is
appreciate it.
This is a whole other conversation, but they call them UFOs, unidentified flying objects.
Mothership for real.
But we call them sit there IFOs because we know what they are.
Yeah.
They really sit there angelic vehicles. But you know that's for another conversation. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, give me 16 now. Oh no, finish it.
It says, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies,
Most I got to have to serve our enemies.
which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and
Food.
in thirst,
And whatever you want to drink,
and in nakedness,
and in your clothes,
and in want of all things.
and in whatever you want to get. You want to get a car loan, house loan, business license, sit there, anything you can think of. You got to go to your enemy for it, which is the so-called white man, the European nations. They the ones that's controlling the money right now, the Federal Reserves and everything. They the ones that have embassies in every country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Military bases. China don't have no military base over here. The East Indians don't have no military base over here. But America decided they want to have a military base in every country. It's wicked. You know?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck
And he shall
until he hath destroyed thee.
If you go to Google right now, just type yoke of iron, our brothers and sisters is going to come up. Us. We're going to come up. You type in yoke of iron in Google. They throw it in our face. You know? Until you have destroyed us. So they didn't say he'll do it forever. They say until we do it, be destroyed. Because right now, our people willingly commit wickedness. Our righteous forefathers, mothers, brothers and sisters would rather die than to break the commandments of God. But now our people just don't give a damn. You saw what the sister said? No, not today. Not that I believe, but man, you almost broke your damn neck right here. You know, people don't look at the small things on how the most
small signs
how,
of trying to.
Yeah.
Because hey, we're getting closer to time, Joe.
That's
like,
right. That's right.
Looking closer and closer, like.
And you see America sit there is collapsing. This thing is becoming a third world country.
Yeah.
And the other nations, especially the European or the white nations, the white nation, they getting more and more volatile.
Yeah.
They sit there, they get more and more agitated when they see us around.
Yeah.
They bold again. Trump sit there is empowering them and giving them their power back.
Yeah.
You know, during the time of chattel slavery, they had laws that they could kill us and not be charged for murder and things of that nature. Because we wasn't considered human anyway.
Yeah.
Trump is resetting those boundaries so they can go back to sit there killing us off because we're coming into a time called Jacob's trouble. That's in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30. Sit there and the book of Michael, chapter 12, verse 1. Daniel. Yeah, that's right. That's it. What I say? Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah, in the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. So, this is why it's so important for our people to come back to the Most High God because we need to be protected. And if you not sit there and then don't come back to your heritage, your rules, regulations, and guidelines that the Most High God set for you, you're gonna get put out there, man. He's gonna kill 2/3 of us. He said that. He said 2/3 of my people is gonna die, but he always saved a remnant. Now we number. The Most High God also said we number as the sand of the sea. Can you count each grain of sand in the sea or on the beaches? That's how we number. And the Most High said 2/3 of us is gonna die. That's a lot. That's a lot of death for white people. So the Most High, not playing. That's the type of stuff I have to be worried about. Give me 68.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Well, how did we get over here? How did your brothers and sisters get over here? Because you say you Native American. You was already over here. But how did your brothers and sisters get over here? Via what?
Through ships, they say.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
It's a slavery?
again.
Slavery again.
With ship.
With what?
With ship.
On a plane.
With ship.
On a train.
With ship.
See that? Over 4,000 years ago, this prophecy was written. That's how the brothers and sisters That's how y'all sit there got shipped to other sit there countries. Because y'all was already over here. But y'all got shipped from America to sit there, Spain, France, you know, Russia, things of that nature. And that's how we got scattered abroad the four corners of the earth. Because we was being shipped and traded by the European nations. And the other nations, not just the European, all the nations had their hand in our slavery. You know what?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
The
again
Lord said we're going to slavery again
with ships,
with ships.
by the way whereof I speak unto thee.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt see it no more
Say
again.
what the Most High God says is going to happen. That's how it happened. You know?
And there ye
As
shall,
soon as you get off from slave ships,
ye shall be sold unto your
he
enemies.
said it again. He said you're going to be sold unto your enemies when you get off from slave ships. Who
Well,
put us on slave auction block as soon as we get off the ships?
Europeans, right?
Most High said that they are enemies. You know, Elder?
For bondmen
Slave man,
and bondwomen,
slave woman.
and no man shall buy
That
thee.
word buy means to redeem. Because Marcus Garvey, Harris Tubman, Frederick Douglass, none of them could get us out of the condition that we're in. Because our Heavenly Father is the one that put us on punishment. If He's the one that put us on punishment, who has to be the one to take us off?
Yeah.
That's it. That's just like sitting there with my kids in trouble. I put them on punishment. My dad, my mom, none of them can take my kids off punishment until I say they're off punishment. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're dealing with right now. So, I ask this question every time I break this down. If being disobedient got us in our current condition, what must we do to get out of the condition?
Be obedient. Start doing
That's it.
righteous things, yeah.
That's it. That's the only thing.
Relearn the ways and not try to, it even says in the book, it'd be like, don't live of the world, don't be of the world.
Yeah.
That's
see
going to
that?
steer you into, you know what I'm saying, disobedient and all this, everything that's going on now.
That's mighty, man. You know, you got some knowledge, man. You know, then you already sit there and say you into studying and everything like that. You know, we need more brothers on this side with us, man. Sit there, come out here, bring this truth out to our people, man. You know. So let's go over a few laws, and I'm gonna tell you the good news for those that keep the laws and be disobedient to the Most High and the faith of the Son Christ. We're in the cause Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh. Give me your report.
Nah, I stay away from pork.
All praise to the Most High. That's the law.
2 years now, man. Learn
Hey,
so much about
we
it.
used to don't indulge in. What about shrimp, crab, lobster?
Nah, I'm more so like catfish and salmon right now that I'm trying to get off of, but I don't do like shrimp and too much of crabs. I don't do that.
Let's put it out for the brother. So we already don't eat swine. There's a law that we're not supposed to eat swine. We're not even supposed to touch the dead carcass of a pig.
Yeah,
That's
or
how holy we
anything
are.
that's unclean.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Leviticus 11:9 for the brother.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 9,
Uh-huh.
and it reads, These shall ye eat of all that are in the water, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Uh-huh.
And all that have not fins and scales in the seas, and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. They shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but you shall have their carcass in abomination.
Right.
Whatsoever have no fins, nor scales in the water, that shall be an abomination unto you.
Right. So, if you want to sit there and eat anything that come out of the ocean, they have to have fins and scales. Catfish ain't good for you. Why? They have fins, but they don't have scales. You know. Another thing I be saying all the time is they're pretty much salamander with no feet. They slimy, and they actually eat humans. They get big. You ever seen how big they get?
Yeah.
They get huge. You know, they known for eating kids and everything. You know, so the same thing how swine can eat anything on the land. That's what sit there. Catfish, shrimp, crab, lobster do in the underwater. They filter it out. That's why now, recently, there's been an increase in this flesh-eating bacteria at the beaches, which is why the U.S. is closing a lot of the beaches down around here now. around the U.S. because the water is so nasty now because they didn't took all the clams and shrimp and lobsters out.
That's cleaning it. They fucking
Yeah, and now people's dying from it. You know what I'm saying?
bad.
So that's one of the laws. Give me the book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. This is the benefits of you keeping the commandments of the Most High God. This is what's going to happen for you if you fully come back and fully convert yourself to doing what's pleasing to the Most High God.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob
Uh-huh.
and will yet choose
The
Israel.
Most High God said he would still choose Jacob. Jacob is the progenitor of the Israelites.
And set them in their own land.
And set us back in our own land.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
And the strangers are going to be joined with us. The same way we joined to the white man now for everything that we need. The clothes, food, water, whatever you can think of. We got to go to our enemies to get it. Read it.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
They're going to cleave to us. Read.
And the people shall take them.
Now, they're not going to willingly submit themselves to us. You see how they acting right now. We were talking about it a little earlier, how they acting. So what we're going to have to do to them?
And the people shall take them.
We're going to
and
take them.
bring them to their place.
And we're going to make them bow. We're going to sit there and have to sit there and tear their ass up. Because they're going to buck. You know?
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the
We're
Lord
going to possess them in our land.
for servants and handmaids.
For what?
Servants and
For
handmaids.
servants and handmaids.
And they shall take them captive,
Uh-huh.
whose captives they were.
Uh-huh.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
We're going to rule over our oppressors, man. That's the benefits of sitting there being king. Most time, this time, because at one point in time, we was at the top. We became disobedient, they got flipped over. We had the bottom there at the top. But this time, when the most I turn the table around, we're going to be back at the top again. But this time, our kingdom is never going to sit there and flip upside down. This time, our kingdom won't fall at all. We will forever be at the top. And you don't want to be caught out there and in the field with your enemies, because those that don't want to serve the Most High God, man, is gonna be out there in the field with their enemies, man. You know what I'm saying? And it don't make no sense for us to struggle in America right now, and then struggle in the kingdom, which was made for us to be at the top. Just like when I see a homeless white man now, I don't feel bad for him, because this is his kingdom. It's a damn shame you didn't make it in your own kingdom. You know? And they're going to say the same thing about us, and we don't see they do what we supposed to when our kingdom get restored. They're like, damn, this nigga out here with us. What you do? You know what I'm saying? Look at your brothers and sisters over there living it up. Why you ain't over there with them? You know? It'd be a damn shame, man. So, you know, you got to come back and keep the commandments of the Most High, man. You're an Israelite, brother. You know that. You know what I'm saying?
It's all to it. Like I said, it's that time. So when that time comes, that's when we're gonna have to start telling what we know, what we learned from, you know what I'm saying, ancient times of like what's really what. They want us to know what's really been said, the knowledge that we taking in, because the information is out. The information is out, and some people are just not taking in the information. And it's that time, and we're gonna have to bow and confess them the knowledge that you're supposed to know, and you don't know it. A lot of people gonna be gone, man. People's not gonna be where they think they're gonna be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people, even like people that's religious, like a lot of people think they're going into heaven, but they don't know half of the knowledge that they need to know to get there.
That's
and
a
they
fact.
doing stuff like still eating pork. Like
Right.
there's a lot of religion people that just can't get rid of pork. That's the one of the top things
That's right.
that people just can't get rid of, and that's one of the main things that's affecting us now. And you're thinking that you're gonna get in the kingdom with unclean flesh all up in you. Like, come on now.
Hey, most I say you can destroy those men out of
And you ain't fasting either. Freaking, man. Come on, man. A lot of people
Oh,
think they
Isaiah,
going up there. They ain't doing
16.
none of that.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's a fact, bro.
And I don't want to cut you off, but that's really the main thing too. Like fasting. Like we need to make that the norm of us doing is fasting.
That's
At
the
least
bread.
fast a day, one day out of the week. Fast. Like we have to,
Right,
yo,
on point.
because you're not going to sin being heavy, like having shit on you. Like
Right.
you want to be light. You want to have light stomach, a lot of stuff detox. You want to have parasites out your body. The way to do that, detox, fast. Like, that's how you clean your body. Keep eating all the time is fucking you up. It's fucking us out every time,
right,
bro.
man, right. Well, Elder be talking about all the time. He said, man, like, Elder was like, man, we wanted to eat, sit there 3 meals a day. Elder, like, we more like we was eating 1 meal a day.
Right.
You might sit there eat a handful of grapes or some food or something like that, and then have a nice, wholesome meal. And the way our people consume now, well, everybody posting on Instagram and whatnot on these, a lot of food critics on their Facebook, on YouTube now.
Going crazy now.
This, Mr. Chime Time.
Yeah.
You got doggone Mark Wing. You got everybody just, look at all this food I got. And they going crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? It's bad, man. Most of right out Elder, 66:15.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse number 15. And it reads, for behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
So everybody talking about Christ is coming back with hugs and kisses, love. He did that the first time he came in, and he only came here for his people. But the next time he comes, he's coming, man. He's pissed, you know.
To render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Right.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Let's say plead, man. He's not going to be asking people why would they sin him. He's not going to be talking. Let's say he plead with all flesh, that means he can kill him. And he's going to say that in the next part of the verse. Read it.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
And the slain of the what?
Lord shall be many.
See that? He's going to be killing when Christ is going to be chopping heads off when he get back. Read on.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the garden behind one tree in the midst.
Now, when it says one tree, he's talking about man's philosophy, doctrine. Because there's scriptures that talk about how men is like trees, right? You know, Elder?
Eating swine's flesh.
Eating swine's flesh. See that? Unclean food. What else?
And the abomination.
And the other abominable foods.
And the mouth.
See that?
Shall be consumed together, says the Lord.
Most I say, I'm going to kill everybody that's on here. She did follow behind man philosophies and doctrines of eating all these unclean foods. I'm going to kill them. And that's what people don't realize. They think God. In their neighborhood, sit there with them dirt bikes and everything. They get tired of people doing that. They're gonna sit there and come to a time, but they can be on them dirt bikes, and the white boys gonna be in them pickup trucks with guns, chasing behind them, trying to kill them. That's the time we're pulling up on, man, and it's right around the corner. Things might pop off in the next couple of months, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We've been talking about it.
You know, this race war is definitely about to pop off. Get the book of Isaiah chapter 13, verse 14. But nonetheless, Christ is coming back to kill, man. He ain't coming back to sit there and play around.
Bring it out.
Isaiah chapter 32, verse 14.
13, 14.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 14.
Bring it out.
And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone to his own land.
So everybody's gonna turn back to their own nation, man. Our people not together like they should be right now. When that time comes, if you don't see they turn back to your own people, man, you're gonna be put out there. And then, you know, integration done got us so jammed up. Sit there, our men marrying these doggone white women, Chinese women, and sit there vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know, they'll bring it out all the time. You what's going on there on the Black Wall Street house in there, how I got us jammed up.
Well, when there was segregation, that was our good times, our best years. Because coming out of chattel slavery, we loved one another, we cared for one another, we shared with one another. You see what I'm saying? We built great cities and towns. We had Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. We had Black Wall Street, Jackson Wood, Richmond. Black Wall Street, Durham, North Carolina. Harlem booming. You understand? But what did they do? They burned down Tulsa, Oklahoma and killed us. They took Jackson Wood, Richmond. We had 200 to 300 businesses. They took our businesses and put an interstate there and put us in the project. You know what I'm saying? So they got 25 of our cities that they flooded, like Lake Lanier. You going down there fishing, swimming, on the sliding board into the, but your people down there, your cities is under the water. Your sacred or burial grounds is under the water. Nothing is sacred to the white man when he started coming through with development. You see what I'm saying? So now what happened was we burning down cities like Watts, burning down grocery stores. They say, why y'all burning your own stuff? It ain't our stuff. The white man took our stuff, now it's here, so we burning down their stuff. But see, the white man, he looking 50 to 100 years down the road. See what I'm saying? To leave an inheritance to his children. We out here living for the day, going in the bar, club, having a good time, smoking weed, chasing skirts. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So the white man knew that integration was coming. It was set up by our God to bring this to this close. So what did he do? He integrated us. He knew he was going to pay Negroes $200 million in the NFL, $80 million in the NBA. He knew this is what's going down. Because when I was a kid, you had road maps, and they had proposed roads that in the 60s, they didn't come into existence to the 80s. So they playing ahead.
Yeah, they playing ahead.
You see what I'm saying? So they knew that they was going to pay us, because we great athletes, better than them. But with that contract comes what? The snowball. See, we abuse our sisters in elementary, junior high, have sex with them. We get to college, these big colleges, or Tennessee, you understand, or Auburn, and now we deal with the snow bunny. What happened to my sister? Because them snow bunnies are attracted by the money. They don't give a damn about us. They look at Travis Hunter, they say, the girl even said, hey, it wasn't nothing attractive about him. I really didn't even want him. But she knew he was going to get all that money. See what I'm saying? Well, he's not no super handsome guy. He's just a regular guy, maybe below regular guy, what a woman would say, oh, he fine. You know what I'm saying? So she really didn't care nothing about it. He clowning, doing a whole bunch of pranking and playing games. This ain't no game. You done mess with these heathens, man, you're going to be destroyed. Because when you mess with these heathens, right, you got all these football players, you see the Judah married the white woman, and what are they going to teach your child? Every time you go and marry these other nations, right, you marry anybody, or Asian, or Chinese, Japanese, what is your child going to be eating? Japanese food, Chinese food, following after their gods, because that's what they're going to teach them. They're really not submitting themselves to you and your God. You going to come into Christianity and white Jesus. That's where they go to the Christian church. That's to their own destruction. You see what I'm saying? So we got to repent and come back to our nationality. That's who we are. Because even us, like the brother was saying, y'all were already here. But when we got off the slave ship, what did they call us? Negroes. So why aren't we still Negroes today?
Right.
Why they keep changing our nationality from Negroes to color, from color to Afro-American, from Afro-Americans to black, and then Jesse Jackson gave us that nationality of African-Americans in 1986. I was born in 1960. You mean I'm older than my nationality? How the hell could that be?
Yeah,
Crazy. So what I'm saying? So it's madness, man. It's insanity. We keep doing the same thing, believing the white man over and over again. Keep marching, protesting, voting. Did the white man march, or protest, or vote when he came and took the land from the Gadites, the Issacharites, and the Seminole Indians, who are the tribe of Reuben? He didn't march and protest. He brought out these guns. He started killing and taking what he wanted. And give me Daniel chapter 7:18 right quick.
That's why, low-key, I'm not with the whole protesting thing, because it really don't change nothing. We gotta do what they do. Like, they want to pull their guns, it's time to pull our guns towards them. And it's crazy, we be so scared to do that, but we would do it on our own kind. It's crazy, man.
And that's why it's just a remnant of us that's going to be saved. Let me pull this precept before you pull yours. Yeah, Daniel 7:18 before you. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 50, Verse 5, this is the hardest thing for us to do. And this our integration destroyed us.
Right.
Because we married them. Mainly. Your number one enemy who's taking everything from you, kill you, still oppressing you. The police original band said what? Slave patrol. They started out in North and South Carolina as what? Slave catchers. After child slavery, they became slave patrol. They're not our friends. They are America's agents of death and destruction against God's people. They're the white man's protection. They're not to protect and serve us. They're to keep us in check. Make sure you stay in the zone that we put you in. Make sure you over there in the project where we put you in the designated area. Now we keep coming out here, integration, mixing up in these downtown parties with these white folks. That's coming back to haunt us now. But we get tore up with that Cincinnati brawl. It ain't like that Mississippi River brawl where nobody was charged. These Negroes getting charged. They ain't got no bond. And see, they wicked because they don't give you an opportunity to get a bond. They put your bond at $1 million, at $500,000. Which one of us can bond out? You're gonna stay right in there until the end. You see P. Diddy definitely. He offered the court $50 million.
Still ain't taking it.
You understand? To let him go outside until his sentencing date. The white man said you ain't going nowhere. You understand? Because you're not gonna flee this country and your judgment. So they ain't gonna let him out. But this is what we supposed to do, and this is the hardest thing that we must do. Psalm chapter 50, verse 5. Gathering my saints together unto me. When you read, this is gonna tell you who the saints are. Gathering my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. Who made the covenant with God by sacrifice? We did when we was in the wilderness. What's the precept I gave you?
Daniel 7:18.
We are the saints. That's the first point that I was bringing. That we are the saints, right?
Daniel 7:18.
We got to gather together as one, and this is what we're gonna be gathering together to do. It's wartime. God said, "Prepare ye war." So now we understand we the saints. God said what? Daniel chapter 7, verse 18. But the saints of the Most High, there they go, shall take the kingdom. What kingdom? The kingdom of heaven that the white man took from us in 70 AD.
Right.
You guys were already over here. Y'all got kicked out. God threw y'all out. And y'all was in Assyrian captivity. After you left Assyrian captivity, you came to this side of the earth where nobody was. These three tribes, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, lost a 5-year war against the Romans. And we got kicked out in 70 AD. We fled to the West Coast Island. That's why they got us from the West Coast Island. So 3 years to remember. 70 AD, the Southern Kingdom lost rulership. We lost the Kingdom of Heaven to the Romans, right? 1492, Columbus came over here and started subjugating the Northern Kingdom of Israel. And then in 1619, they went and got the Southern Kingdom from the West Coast of Africa and oppressing us all together over here in America. So it says, verse 18, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Like the brother was telling you earlier. Once we get our kingdom back, we never going back into slavery. We're going to rule. Our streets going to be paved with gold. And let me show you what our kingdom will look like too. Revelation chapter 21:1. Yeah, this is what our kingdom will look like. You ever heard of it's a pearly white gate? How many pearly white gates was it? Did they teach us?
Like a couple of them, man.
Well, they taught us one, a pearly white gate in a Christian church. But see, when you open this book for yourself, you'll find everything that they taught us was a lie. 99% of what they taught was a lie.
Right.
That's why we got to open the book. Give me first when you get that, Revelation 1:3. This is what very important thing to do right here. Instead of paying a picture, tell you something. God said do this.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 3.
Bring it out.
Blessed is he that readeth,
You blessed if you read
and they that hear the words of this prophecy,
and listen to these prophecies.
and keep those things which are written therein,
Keep God's laws, statutes, commandments.
for the time is at hand.
Hey, Christ said that, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. We're at the end, you know it, you feel it, and you see it. In your spirit, you understand what times that you're living in. So, Go ahead.
The
Give
book
me
of
that.
Revelation, chapter 21, starting at verse number 12. And had
Start
a
at
wall.
1 and 2.
Come. The book,
Because
of,
this is a new place we going.
the book of Revelation, chapter 21, starting at verse number 1.
Because the Most High say Jerusalem shall be trodden down by the Gentiles until their times be fulfilled.
Right.
These white folks come up here, they thinking that the Jew and Gentile, Jew and Greek. But these is the Jews. And these are the Gentiles, Greeks, because hey, we was in captivity. We wasn't allowed to speak Paleo-Hebrew. We had to follow the customs of the white man or be put to death. Just like Kunta Kinte, he got to change his name to Togo, he's gonna be beaten to death. You see what I'm saying? So where we at again?
The book of Revelation, chapter 21, starting at verse number 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth.
Because all this is going away, gonna be destroyed.
For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea.
No more billions and billions of people. God gonna cut that down by billions.
And I, John,
See, because when you look at it, when God said woe or destruction to those who build, till there's no place you can go and lay your head on the ground. When y'all was here, y'all had metropolises. They had like it was savages here, savages. No, y'all want no savages and walking around throwing spears and doing all that. Y'all built great cities here. New York, you know what I'm saying? San Francisco, pyramids, you know, North and South America.
Yeah.
So they tell lies.
First Egypt, for real. It's over here.
Well, this is, give Revelation 11, what, 8? Let
Yeah,
me show you what the Bible says about this. America got some names in the Bible, but I'm going to let you get this verse.
the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse
Because
number
we
8.
hear a lot of people saying Tartarian now, you understand, and Moors. These are the Israelites. And they say this is the real Egypt and all of this food forgetting. We built the pyramids. We built the great cities of Python and Ramses. We invented everything, and especially this tribe, especially Judah. When you look at Issachar, where you at? Issachar, that's the so-called Mexican. You understand? And Gad, the so-called Native Americans or indigenous. And then you had, where you at? Reuben at. Where Reuben at up here? That's the Seminole Indians. So y'all was great builders. We built everything. Go ahead.
Wonderful doctrines, too.
Right. Right, we invented
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm into
everything.
that.
The only thing they invented was guns, weapons of mass destruction, because our God said, once y'all get the dominion, what is their blessing? What's on this side? God said, ye shall live by the sword. Everything they got, rape, rob, murder, steal, kill, and destroy. When Yahweh shall say, the thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and destroy, in the Christian church, they say that's the spiritual demon Satan. No, what nation of people that everything they possess, they rape, rob, and murder, steal, kill, and destroy. Because God didn't give them nothing but a sword. He said once you get the dominion, you're going to break your brother's yoke off your neck, because they was our servants and handmaids at one time. But they rose up with weaponry and took our kingdom. Go ahead.
The book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse number 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt.
What is America?
Sodom and Egypt.
Is it the real Egypt, or is
Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
it's spiritual Sodom and Egypt? So when they all talk that crazy mess about America is the real Egypt, they go with Memphis, Tennessee. They say the Mississippi is the Nile and all this foolishness. But you got to know your God. You got to know what happened back then. So this is spiritual Sodom and Egypt. And our dead bodies lie in that great city, which is spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Why? Why Sodom? America promotes all this homosexuality
Right.
and lesbianism. All the evil that's in these countries is projected on them from America.
Right.
And we were just reading about, and the Lord shall bring you into Egypt again with ships. This ain't that Egypt in Africa. This is spiritual Egypt. You see, because it's in the same mind frame. You see what I'm saying?
Same system.
It's slavery for these people, for all of us. Because they enslaved y'all too. You know, they took a lot of y'all over to Spain, Christopher Columbus. These people's wicked.
I don't mean to cut that short. I got
Let
to
us
deal
finish
with
this
that.
and then you'll let you go.
Come.
This is your kingdom. When he was reading to you in Isaiah 14, 1 through 4, about in the land of the Lord, all these people gonna be our servants and handmaids. This how your kingdom gonna be.
And had a wall, the book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 12. And had a wall great and high,
You want to see that Jerusalem got a wall great and high.
and had 12 gates,
Not no one gate, 12 gates.
and at the gates 12 angels,
12 angels guarding them gates.
and the names written thereon.
Names
like-
on them gates.
And they're like 12 heavens too, something like that.
No. And names written on which are what?
Which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Now go down to a couple of more verses where it's talk about
the
pearl.
book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse
So
number.
the names on the 12 gates are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel at the new holy city Jerusalem. We got to have a new place because they destroying that. Iran and fired all them hypersonic missiles. The land is bloody. That place got to be cleansed with fire before we even go back there. Send people out.
Revelation 21 and 21.
Bring it
And the
up.
12 gates were 12 pearls.
Those 12 gates are 12 pearls.
Every several gate was of one pearl, and the street of the city was pure gold.
We ain't gonna have no brick pavers, concrete or asphalt. Our street's gonna be paved with gold. And we not paving nothing. We're not doing no more work. Give me Isaiah 14 5, which is when we not doing no more work. These other nations gonna serve us. We done built all these kingdoms for other people. Now it's time for them to build up ours.
Right. The book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 5.
When we get our kingdom back, this is because we out here killing each other, we ain't got no rest, filling jails, prisons, mental institutions. When we get our kingdom back, what did God say?
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 5. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked,
No, we can't bound the Sabbath.
and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruleth the nations in anger. You talking about plow shoes? That's the one you
No,
want?
we shall rest.
Oh, that's verse 3.
Yeah.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow.
This is what we need. We need rest, and we're going to get it. Everything that we really need to be whole, healed, this is what we're going to get. It's going to be what?
And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard
But
bondage.
what fear? When the blue lights come on, the red lights in the back, you start pumping. Because you don't know what they're going to do to you. You know what I'm saying? And we need to stop following down behind these,
Auditors?
These auditors. When the white man pull you over, right, what you pulling me over for? Quote the law. You know what I'm saying? What's your reasonable, articulable suspicion? Now they bust your window out, they snatch you, drag you out, beat you up, or maybe even kill you. You might get a lawsuit, but so what? That ain't not. You gonna spend that right back in the white man's economy. If they gave you if they gave you each Negro $10 million a piece in reparation, where you gonna spend it at? Right back in America. You see what I'm saying? So now, when them people pull you over, just sit there with your mouth shut, right? Because they say they want to go home to their family. We want to go home to our family.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 25. Agree with thine adversary quickly.
Do what when the police pull you over?
Agree with thine adversary quickly,
Or what?
whilst thou art in the way with him.
Yeah, when the police pull you over, you go ahead and agree with him. You understand? You know what he wants. License, registration, and insurance. And if you ain't got it, just say you ain't got it. You know it's consequences. I might have to go to jail, face a judge. Stop bucking. That's why we went into slavery, for bucking. You see what I'm saying? God put these people over us to whoop us for being disobedient rebels. You see what I'm saying? So do what?
Agree with thine adversary quickly.
Agree with the police when they pull you over. Get that driver's license, insurance, you understand, and registration on out. Because he ain't going to tell you nothing no way until he get your paperwork and see who you is. Then he'll gonna do what he won't stall. He gonna come back and tell you what he stopped you for. Don't keep asking them questions because they egomaniac. They on an ego trip. See what I'm saying? They like to be called sir. They make you bow down on the ground like to them as God, or lay on the ground like they, like they're your God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Finish that off. That's very important.
While thou art in the way with him, lest any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge,
See?
and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou shalt be cast into prison.
See, so go ahead on and do what you're supposed to do when they pull you over. Agree with your adversary, give him what he needs, unless they take you to the judge give you to the bailiff, you get thrown in prison. Nowadays you can get killed, see what I'm saying? So go on, always do what's right.
Gotcha.
Do unto others as you have others do unto you. If I'm the police, I would expect you be fair. You know what I want.
Am I gonna take a picture with y'all?
Yeah, go ahead,
No,
bro.
I was just thinking the same
All
thing.
praise.
That's the spirit.